Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Amber.
So we have Cindy here from Whitefish, Montana.
Right.
And you shared an incredible story today, and we just have to let other people hear what you stood up and shared with the group today. So can you give us an idea of your health journey, where you've come from, kind of what happened that made you start focusing on your health, and now where you are today?
Sure. I'm an athlete. I went to school on a college scholarship, and I've run and bike and hike, and in the winter I ski and snowshoe, so I've always been really active. And whenever anybody would talk about diet or nutrition, I'd always kind of get squeamy-jeebies, you know, and think a little uncomfortable, but I'd say, oh, I just run to support my habit. And I really was an addict. I was addicted to sugar. I had a sweet tooth, but nobody ever knew it from looking at me because I've always been thin and looked healthy. And in fact, for my 50th birthday, my goal was to run a 50-miler. So I did. So everybody thinks, man, Cindy's really healthy, you know? And the reality is, though, that I have high cholesterol. My lipid panels are not good. And I have a real genetic disposition towards diabetes and heart disease in my family. My mom died when she was 55 in a restaurant, boom, of a heart arrhythmia, and she was diabetic, so it was really a complication of her diabetes. My dad was a diabetic, an adult onset diabetic, and had a stroke and a heart attack before he died. And so, you know, I kind of knew that was in my family makeup, but I always thought, well, I can worry about it when I get old. Well, now I am old, so it's kind of coming a little bit closer to home. And last October, my sister, who's 7 years older than me, had 2 strokes, and my brother, who's 2 years younger than me, had triple bypass surgery with a valve replacement. And he looks like me. He's skinny and looks healthy, and they were concerned that he wouldn't make it off the table. They said, you have a 50-50 chance. They told him to call his family in, bring his kids in, and they all went in one by one and said, goodbye, Dad, basically, because you might not make it. The good news is he made it, but it really shook me up. I thought, man, I can't ignore this anymore. I can't run more miles. I can't ski more next winter. It's not going to go away. I've got to do something about it. And I really felt helpless because I didn't know what to do. I knew I needed to do something, but not what to do. And I always say, as God most of the time does, often does, when we've reached the end of our rope, when we're, you know, hanging on by the skin of our teeth, so to speak, He brings somebody into our lives that can help us. And that's exactly what happened. I met an RN who's passionate about teaching people to live a healthy lifestyle through nutritional education. And I went to this class that was just great. And I was like, wow, I thought I was eating healthy. And I learned all these things that I wasn't doing, and learned some things that I could do, making healthier choices, taking pharmaceutical grade supplements, and I feel empowered now because I have the knowledge and I can choose. Okay, am I going to choose this way or am I going to choose this way? And I've just decided to make choices, and it's impacted my family. My 17-year-old daughter is totally on board. She's looking at the cookbook with me. Mom, let's try these low glycemic brownies, you know. Let's try this salad. And it's just great to see it in my family. My husband's lost 25 pounds just through osmosis because Mom does the cooking, so you got to eat what's on the table. He's running with me in the morning 3 days a week. He sees the value of exercise, and it's just been amazing.
Fabulous. So what would you say to someone who was looking at this program and maybe feeling like you, I'm thin, therefore I have it together, or other people are thinking, now, if there's someone watching this thinking about going through the Healthy Edge, what would you say to them?
Thin does not mean healthy. And we all can improve in areas, and it's not just yourself. You might think you're healthy, but really look around. Is your whole family healthy? Are your children healthy? Is there somebody else that you can help? So it's not just about you.